Well, hiding in plain sight is much harder than it sounds. Just ask Darko Desic. He spent 30 years on the run after escaping prison. But one day, he realised he couldn't go on. And that's when his life began again.
Darko Desic, the notorious prison escapee who spent 30 years on the run.
And I took the wrong turn, which is what? Make it quick, make it easy. Wrong.
Why have you decided to speak to me now?
Well, it's a good question. Maybe to inspire people to some extent to survive.
Darko Desic's life on the run began in the idyllic beachside suburb of Avalon in Sydney's north.
I lived with surfers, moved from place to place, didn't have to have ID, nobody asked nothing.
Locals knew him as Dougie.
No one knew where your
No.
history?
No. If there would ever be a mention, would be I think it was once or twice illegal immigrant.
A local builder gave him work, but the qualified engineer yearned for more. That led him to computers, self-taught from books.
I spent quite a bit of money on books about operating system, programming languages, computer architecture.
He felt safe in Avalon among mates, but there was one close call when a detective came knocking.
So my face must have dropped because he said, no, don't worry about it, it's nothing to do with you.
The years on the run were in many ways self-punishment.
I was basically, well, living like a monk, more or less.
But in 2021, as the world was gripped by COVID, Darko became homeless.
Comes to the stage when I didn't have any more people to rely like in the previous days. I didn't stay on the beach all the time. I slept on a mattress, on a football fields. I didn't have any more will to go. That's it. And no will and no where to go.
The next afternoon, he fronted up to DY police.
I said, my name is Darko Desic, and I would love to hand myself in. I escaped from Grafton jail.
News of the escapee, captured after 30 years on the run, spread quickly.
29 years ago, he broke out of Grafton jail. Tonight, he's back behind bars.
He had to finish his old sentence and was given another 2 months for the escape.
He'd done his time well and truly and had given back to the community without taking a cent on welfare in any way.
Lawyer Paul McGurr picked up the case.
It's a bit of Aussie larrikinism, you know what I mean? We were founded on a convict settlement, whether we like it or not. At the end of the day, Australians like a bit of a rogue story, and we always have.
Jail, Darko says, was not what he remembered.
Completely different generation. I was now uncle.
Uncle. Did it ever occur to you in your mind that you might try to escape again?
No.
No?
Never. They could have opened the door. I would never got out.
On his release, he was immediately transferred to Sydney's Villawood Detention Centre for deportation. Locals on Sydney's northern beaches posted signs calling for his release, a groundswell of public support for the man they knew as Dougie.
I was always surprised why. Even today I'm surprised why. It's nothing that I've done extraordinary.
Wow. Eventually he received the phone call he'd been hoping for.
For the first time in 30 odd years, you'll be a genuinely free man.
Yeah.
Today, Darko Desic lives alone on a farm just outside Sydney.
I'm now, how you call it, I'm now a man of solitude.
Given a job and a bed by a Sydney businessman who backed him from the start.
And this is beat.
Now he appreciates open spaces and his horses.
I got this, apparently this would have been enough.
In many ways, though, Darko is still a prisoner.
I can't prove who I am.
While Yugoslavia no longer exists, Darko has tried to get a Croatian passport. He's even tracked down his Yugoslavian birth certificate.
I went to the Croatian consulate and I haven't got no identification papers.
He needs primary photo identification, a driver's licence or photo ID. But Transport New South Wales has told him he can't get either because he can't prove who he is.
So it's a catch-22 or one extra 2 catch.
While he'd like to visit his homeland, above all else, he wants to become an Australian citizen.
Because I feel like an Australian. I don't speak like one with my accent, but feeling is different the way that you speak, your accent.
At the age of 68, Darko Desic is forever grateful to those who supported him.
So their trust in me was valid.
It is one heck of a story, isn't it?